Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a cool little card game with wizards and cool stuff called Arcane Alley.
Misty morning, clouds in the sky. Without warning, a wizard walks by. Never talking, just keeps walking. 'Cause in his magic.
Arcane Alley is a 3 to 6 player game where players are playing as wizards, trying to get the best types of goods in their storehouse to sell them for a pile of cash, trying to use certain special powers to benefit their stashes and their storehouses, just trying to manipulate their side of the board while all the time making sure they don't give cards to the other players around them. I said it's 3 to 6 players, but it has a 2-player variant that came with the box from the designer that he just created. And that is what we're going to see when we go down to the table and check it out right now. Alright, so here I have a game of Arcane Alley set up for 2 players. To set up for 2 players is a little bit of a variant to use. It doesn't change the game at all, but the only difference is you're going to use a timer, which is a non-player color cube, and it's going to make the game hit a certain phase after 24 rounds. Everything else that you're seeing right here is how you're going to set up in a more player game. So the first thing you're going to do is each player is going to pick a character. So this guy has the wizard. So there's the wizard card, and he takes the appropriate cube. I think that's the black color. I'm not sure. So that's the black wizard. They're the white wizard. Most of the cards are female on one side, male on the other. So I have both up for you so you can check those out. I'll show you the female artwork too so you can see that. It might be different. This is just an early copy, so all the cards might be different later. I don't know. But as of right now, that's the female character, and the male character looks like that. Each player is going to get 25 gold, which is on the center board. The gold is at the top. And each player is going to start out with 0 infamy. Infamy is represented by skulls that look like this on cards. And then we're going to stock. So to get stocked up, each player is going to get 9 cards dealt to them. They're going to put them in a 3x3 grid face down randomly. They don't know what's there. And they're going to get 2 cards in their stash, which they can look at. So let's show you what some cards look like real quick. So here's a card. This is the 3-headed coin. So what this card has, it has how much gold it's worth if you can collect a whole set. A set is 3, which I'll go into in a little bit. It has a special power when you play it. That's what the blue hand symbol means. And if it's in your storehouse, which is the 9 cards here, at the end, at the inspection phase before you can get a set, it's worth 1 infamy. So that's all the cards. And then we're going to go around the table in turn order, and we're going to start taking actions to try to collect sets. So the way the sets works is you're trying to get 3 in a stack. So a stack is straight up, straight across, or diagonal. If you can get 3 of the same cards face up, then you can sell them for the amount of coins. Or there are some cards that if you have that in the row of 2, you can sell it. But that's the exception, not the rule. So we'll say 3. And then if you sell, say I sold these, then you would just have 6 cards to work with. Or if I sold a diagonal, I would have to decide how I want to crush my storehouse together, because then you still got to make sure you have enough ways to get 3 in a row. And that's the game. This is the discard pile. Whenever you sell cards, they're out of the game. They don't go into this discard pile because some cards let you take from the discard pile. A few other things here before we get started. Here's a breakdown of all the cards that are in the deck. They might not all be in here because this has for everything. Yeah, every card's in here. It just has more or less if there's 5 or 6 players. So this is all the cards, the breakdown, how much gold they're worth for the set, how much infamy they're worth if you don't get them sold. And then there's some special cards at the bottom that they don't have sets, they just let you have a cool special ability. And on the back of that card is a turn order track telling you what all the symbols do and how the turn orders go. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to move this up here so I can see it, because you guys can't see it on the camera anyway. Alright, so this represents the first player, the little blue pawn. So I don't know if that'll be the same either, but it is what it is for right now. So then, on your turn, you're going to draw a card from either the deck or the discard pile. So I'd look at my stock to see what I want. And let's see. I guess it's called a stash. I don't want that card, so I'm going to take off the top. So I drew this. This is the card that lets you have 2 of the same card in a row to sell it. So that's pretty interesting. Then on my turn, I can decide if I want to discard a card, which goes here, Or if I want to replace one of my face down cards randomly, I don't know what's in there, with a card that I have in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the feline in the middle here. I take that out without looking at it. I'll put the feline down. And then I'll flip this. Three-headed coin. Okay, so I had one of those in my stash, but that's okay. Then I discard. And that's my turn. Then it'll be this player's turn. They have a floating carpet and a skeletonomicon. That if you can get 3 of those skeletonomicons, they're worth 35 gold. That's a lot. And the game ends when somebody hits 100 gold. And then whoever has the most gold is the winner. So it's kind of a race to see who can get the gold first. I drew an older wand. Let's see here. There's a ton of older wands. I'm going to try the floating carpet in the middle. So we're going to play the floating carpet. Right there. The middle one seems like a good place to get started. And I discarded another 3-headed coin. Yeesh. Alright, so that was that player's turn. Back to this player. I'm just going to play the 3-headed coin game. So I drew the 3-headed coin. I'm going to put it right here. Because I'm going to sell some sets shortly. And it has a special power. If I play this card to my storehouse face up, gain 1 coin for every other revealed 3-headed coin in storehouses. There aren't any more, so I don't get any money. And I revealed the cursed mirror. It doesn't have any effects. Sometimes cards have effects when they get discarded, but in this case, nothing. So that's my turn. Then I go back to this player. And let's see here. They got another older wand. So they have 2 older wands and a skeletonomicon. So let's start putting some older wands down. Let's put it right there. And it has an ability when you play it, place the top item of the discard on top of the deck face down. So the cursed mirror is now back in the deck, which could help you if you know your opponent really doesn't want a card or something. And a magic boomerang is what I discarded. Magic boomerang's cool, so maybe we'll get to use that later. So that was that player's turn. Coming back over here, I at least want to show you how to sell a set, and then I'm going to try to go through the inspection phase. Oh, and I forgot to move this tracker. Shoot, that was 2 turns. 2-player game, you have to move the tracker every single time both players take a turn. Sorry. I forgot that because, yeah, I did. It's okay. So, no surprise, this player drew the cursed mirror. They don't want that, but they're going to put this other 3-headed coin down. And now they gain 1 coin for every other, so they get 1 coin. And they are the black player. They have 26 coins now. They'll discard this. Hey, another boomerang. Alright, so now they have a set of 3. Because the cat counts as 1. So the way that works is they're going to get 2 coins because the set's worth 2 coins. So they get 1, 2 coins. And all the cards that were played that round are out of the game until next round. And then they have to collapse their storehouse down a little bit. And now they only have 6 cards to work with. Alright, then this player's turn. Let's see what we can get them to do here. Alright, so they have an older wand that they want to play. Oh, I wasn't supposed to look at that yet, but that's okay. So I'm going to play another older wand down right here. Place the top card of the discard pile on the deck. That's the special power. And then this card gets discarded. The cursed mirror, which I accidentally revealed earlier. So that's their turn. We move this because that was both players' turns. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this player's going to try something else. So cursed mirror. They're going to take that from the discard pile because they already have another one. So they're going to try to collect some cursed mirrors. So let's put it right there. Let's put it right there. So they put it down, hide all adjacent revealed items. So if there are any face-up items here, here, or here, they would get flipped back over. And I'm discarding another boomerang. So if you replace this item hidden, play it in your storehouse. Even if hidden. So I replaced it. I probably should have done this a couple other times, but I didn't. So I'm going to put it right here. So the boomerang keeps coming back to your storehouse. And now I'm revealing Crystal Ball. That's the card I have to discard. Alright, so that was that player's turn. Now it's white player's turn. Alright, so they have 2 magic boomerangs. So they may want to try the magic boomerang route. So they're going to go ahead and go here. Maybe they'll reveal a boomerang, and that would be nice. And they flip, nope, another Skeletonomicon, which stinks because they have one in their hand. Alright, so then this moves up again. Let's see. three-headed coin, but they're going to play this cursed mirror because they want to have 2 hide all adjacent revealed items. So they're going to hide the magic boomerang and the cursed mirror. And they're discarding a haunted doll. Haunted dolls are worth a pile of cash, but they cannot be replaced. So if you're going to go the haunted doll route, you need to make sure that you can do it. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here's a special card. The Mystical Lamp. This is going to give you some skulls, which is infamy. And then it's going to let you do a special ability. So this player's going to play this right now. So they're going to gain 5 skulls, which they are white. So they're now at 5 infamy. And they're going to reveal the top 3 cards from the deck, play 1 to the storehouse, and set the other 2 aside. And this card's out of the game for now. So they're revealing 3. 1, 2, 3. And here's what we got. We got another special card. Pandora's Lockbox, which does swap a hidden item in your storehouse with a revealed item in another player's, which isn't super helpful right now, so they're not going to keep that one. And they have a crystal ball and an invisible ring, and they don't want any of those, but they're going to take... They're going to take the invisible ring just because it's worth 0 infamy if it's showing in your storehouse. So they're going to take the invisible ring and they will put it right there. And they reveal, oh, that stinks. They revealed an older wand, which is what they need. So yeah, all right. So that was that player's turn. I don't know which cards. Yeah, that's their card right there. All right. Then we're back to this player. So we're on round 5 now. Bubbling Cauldron, which this player doesn't really want. But they will... They're going to put down... Nope, they're just going to discard. So then they're going to play anything. They're just going to discard something. So they'll discard the Bubbling Cauldron. Then it's this player's turn again. They're going to draw. They really wanted that older wand. They drew the Dragon's Egg, which they don't really want that either. So they're going to play the Magic Boomerang. And they are going to put this right here. So we'll get rid of that. Put the boomerang there. Maybe they can reveal a boomerang. And nope, a creepy doll. So, discarded. And now we're on to round 6. Okay, another card they're going to draw here. They drew the Sovereign Sword. They don't need that right now. But they're going to start making some pushes. Yeah, they'll just discard it. So they're done. And it's this player's turn. They don't want the sword. They'd like an older wand or something. Ooh, an invisible ring. They got an invisible ring, so they're going to play that right here. Because they want to try to sell some invisible rings. It's not worth much, but at least I won't give them infamy. And they flipped a 3-headed coin. So they'll discard that. Another round. And then, let's see. Ooh, could we do the 3-headed coin? No. So, crystal ball is what I drew. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start making a push for the end game. So I'm flipping a 3-headed coin. I flipped the bottle fairy. It's gone. Game 1 for every other coin. There aren't any other coins. So then it's this player's turn. So they have a toad, hypnotic toad. That's worth -2. So they're going to go ahead and play that. They're going to play it right there. Because we're getting close to the end game and they want to get some less infamy. And they're flipping a Sovereign Sword. Alright. So then that's the end of that round. So we're on round 8. And the game could be, it could reach the inspection phase before we hit round 24. This is just a timer. Something for the players to think about. So I'm going to draw a bottled fairy. I'm going to go ahead and place this here. Gain 1 skull or 1 infamy, and then black player. Then look at any 1 item in your storehouse. So haunted doll, that is bad news. I need to get that out of there. And I revealed a Dark Lotus. Dark Lotus is cool because it's 0 infamy 2. All right, then this player's turn again. Let's see. Ooh, they only have 1 card not revealed. But they're going to do this. They drew a magic boomerang, so they're going to replace this. And this says if it's ever on the discard pile, it goes to the bottom. So this goes to the bottom of the discard pile because it's an invisible ring. And then they're going to sell some boomerangs. So they have 3 boomerangs in the row. The boomerang is worth 5 coins per set. So white is getting 5 coins. 5 coins. And these are out of the game for the round. And that's another round. Then we'll go to this player and see what we got here. Invisible ring. I know what this is and I want it to go away. So that's worth 0 infamy. This is worth 7 and I'm never going to collect those, so that's out. Let's see. They'd really like to get another set over there, but I don't know if that's going to pan out. So maybe we can just replace something that has high. I'm going to discard the Skeletonomicon and not do anything else. So now we're on round 10. Back to this player. A boomerang. I think a boomerang is somewhere. I think this is a boomerang. So I'm going to put this here. Yeah, I got another boomerang. So I'm going to replace. I'm going to end it. I'm going to replace this with the boomerang. Curse mirrors discarded. Alright, so this player revealed. That's going to bring us up to the inspection phase. So here's what happens here. Everybody flips all their cards that they have face down. And then, if you have any sets available, you get to sell them, but you don't get to take advantage of the yellow selling bonus, which this card has. So I wouldn't get to do that yellow bonus because you can't do that in the inspection phase. You're going to add up your infamy. So we'll start with this player. They can't sell anything. So I have 1, 4, 0, 6, -5, so 1. So they get 3 infamy and they're black. So 3 infamy. Alright, so let's do this player. They have 0 infamy minus 2, so that's -2. Plus 2, that's 0. Plus 1, that's 1. Plus 3, that's 4, 5. So they get 5 infamy. So they are now at 10 where the yellow cube is, but the yellow cube's getting reset. Alright, so that's that. Nobody told anything. Nobody reached 24 because that's bad. If you hit 24 and have to go back to 0, you get a skull put on your character and you have to pay a ton of money. In this phase, you have to pay 25 coins for 1 skull, 50 coins for 2 skulls, so don't do that. And then after that, you have a chance to bribe. So what you can do in the bribe phase is you can pay 2 coins per infamy that you would like to go down. So say white wanted to go down a couple infamy. They'd say, okay, I'm going to pay, it'd be in turn order. Black doesn't care. They're only at 4, so they're going to pass. Then you get to do it 1 time, and it's over when everybody passes. So, yep, yellow's going to go down back to 24. So that'll make them go down 3. 1, 2, 3. So 6 coins moves you down 3 because I really don't want to get to 24. Then after that, we're going to take all the cards back, including all the cards that were removed from this round from selling or cards telling us to remove them. We're going to take them. We're going to pass the first player. And then we would just shuffle. This is a terrible shuffle, I get that. It's just for example. Then you'll deal out 9 cards plus the 2 in the stash, and then you'll do it again. And you're going to keep playing until at the end of the round somebody has over 100, and then who has the most gold is the winner. That is Arcane Alley. Let's go up to the top and see what we think about it. Alright, so that was Arcane Alley. This is a really cool little game. It's essentially a set collection, but in an interesting way where you're not really holding cards in your hand. So you have your tableau, so you're kind of tableau building, set collecting, which I like tableau building, I like engine building, I like set collection, so this game is right in my alley. So on your turn, it's super simple. You're going to draw a card, play a card, or discard a card. And you're trying to get 3 of the same kinds of cards in either an up and down row, a sideways row, or a diagonal row, also called stacks. And then you're going to sell those for a pile of cash, hopefully, because you want to be the first person that hits 100 gold. And you're also trying to make sure that you're not getting hit with a bunch of infamy, because infamy is bad. So you're trying to handle the cards you have in your hand. If you know it's not going to be good for you, you don't want to play it and give yourself unnecessary infamy. You're trying to hold off on playing those special cards until you absolutely have to, so you don't have to bump up your infamy. And you're going to keep going around like that until all cards in one player's storehouses are revealed. Or in a 2-player game, you hit round 24, round 25, I guess. Then it would hit the inspection phase. And then at that point, any cards that you didn't match that have infamy showing on them, you get that much infamy. If you hit 24 and have to go back to 1, you get a skull on your person, and that's bad. Don't do that. And then after that, you're just going to bribe. You can pay coins to get rid of infamy. Super easy, super fun. It doesn't take that long, and the decisions are actually kind of thinky too, because you can think, man, there's a whole pile of these boomerangs, but I have 2 of these cards that there are 4 of, but the other one may be at the bottom of the deck and I may never get it. So you can hold out for a while, and then once you see players start getting their storehouse full, you may need to start changing your route. So cool little game, fun card game. I highly recommend this one. It's going to be hitting Kickstarter sometime here soon, so there'll be a link to the video description when it hits Kickstarter, so you can go check it out if you enjoyed this review. So yeah, that is Arcane Alley. If you like this review, you can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/boardgamemechanics. We have a podcast that you can check out at bgmechanics.com. We have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/theboardgamemechanics. And we're on Twitter and Instagram. Our Twitter is at bgmex and Instagram is boardgamemechanics. So yeah, hope you like us. Subscribe to some channels. That's all of our social media. There might be one that you dig. Or if you don't dig any, that's cool too. Just go watch some videos and have a good time. Keep gaming.